Ah. Hello? Not entirely sure if any sound is actually happening. Says that there's sound. Can't hear anything. I'll be right back. Hello, Kanzaki-kun! I'm doing okay, although I'm having weird issues with the mic. I'm not entirely sure if this is even picking it up, but I'll find out soon. Doing some testing right now. Okay, well, it seems like it is picking it up, which is good. Although I still sound distant. I need to find like a way to be able to like enclose the microphone so that way it doesn't pick up all the extra sound around me like I've tried. Sorry, this is probably gonna be kind of loud. I'm trying a thing. I want to see if it'll help. I don't know if it's actually gonna help or not. I can only like really find out like after the stream, which kind of sucks. So I don't know if that's helping or not, but I'm trying to like enclose the mic a little bit more so it doesn't sound like I'm so freaking distant. But anyways, let's play some more Magical Diary. Put this up here. Pick up this thing. Is good? Okay. All right. I'm awakened early on Saturday morning by a tap on the door, followed by a faint hissing sound. What's going on? I stumble out of bed to find that 3 envelopes have been pushed under the door to our room, each marked with one of our names. Hey, money's here! Each envelope contains $5, the weekly spending allowance for Iris Academy students. Dear God, only $5? If it's our money, why can't they just give it to us all at once? I guess they don't trust us not to spend it all at once and then run out and complain. Oh well, that might teach people to plan ahead. This way still teaches people to plan ahead. If you want to buy anything really cool, you gotta save up. But you're missing the important part. It's Saturday and that means a trip to the mall. Oh, I didn't think that you were a shopaholic. I'm not, but it's great to get out and look at something other than the school for a while, isn't it? Also, they have ice cream and penny candy and really big cinnamon cookies and... We get the idea. since I've been there before. I can show you guys around. What about studying? You have plenty of time for that during the week, right, Carla? Yeah, let's go to the mall. Sure, I'd love to go to the mall with you. Great, Ellen? I guess it's okay, but you ought to have a good breakfast before you look at ice cream. Yes, Mother. Students are lining up outside of the school, waiting for a free seat in one of the shuttle vans to travel between here and the local shopping center. Come on, we can ride together! Wait a minute. What is it? We're still in uniform. So? Won't people stare at us because we're all wearing capes? Nah. Just act natural. It's no big deal. But it's nowhere near Halloween. Since the teachers aren't saying anything, I suppose this is what we're supposed to do. The mall is not very large or crowded, at least where I'm standing, Witches and Wizards easily outnumber shoppers in ordinary clothes, but no one reacts to the sight. I guess if students come here all the time, they get used to it. Okay, that place does coffee and pastries. They have fresh fruit. And that one does baked potatoes. There's a gift shop. There's the cafe. Are all these stores magical? No, there's only one magic shop here. They sell wands and stuff. I'm going to get a chocolate croissant. What about you? Magic store, food court, window shopping, games and arcades. Let's go to the magic store. With Virginia's vague directions in mind, I set out in search of the magic store. This branch of the mall looks like a dead end. There is only one shop front, and it's blacked out with a coming soon sign on the door. But as I get closer, a patch of wall blurs and shimmers to reveal a second door marked with a star. Marvelous magical accoutrements. Okay, so we got glasses, protective wear, furry set, halo, fairy wings, a wand, wiggle wand, star wand, bat wings, tiara amulets, sextant, and wacky glasses. Well, I've only got $5, so I can't afford any of this. So I guess I'll save my money. Oh, I've got $10. I can afford a single pair of glasses, but I think I'm going to wait. I finished my shopping and joined my fellow students to return to Iris Academy. I can't remember what all of those do. I'm pretty sure, I mean, like, I know I get to wear them and it makes me look either smart, strong, or cute, or weird. So, I know that. That's all I remember. I don't remember if I actually have to give gifts in this game to people, like their birthdays and stuff. I don't know. On Sunday morning, I sleep in. There aren't any school activities today that I know of, and I haven't made plans with anyone, so there's nothing else to do. Which just makes me realize I miss my family. I'm not used to being completely out of contact like this. There aren't even any phones in the dorm, so I can't call home. Dad promised he and Mom would write, but I haven't received anything. Maybe they were too busy on the first day to mail, or the mail was slow. I'm sure I'll hear from them soon. No phones, no computers, no television. It doesn't matter much during the week when I'm busy with classes, but on a day like today, it leaves me feeling restless. Excuse me. I think I'll go outside. It's a beautiful campus. I'm careful to stop when I want to admire something rather than keep walking and risk another collision. But while the flowers and paved walkways are nice, what I'm really looking for is something a little more open. I followed the paths away from the main building towards the grassy fields. We could play games out here if we borrowed some balls from the gym. I wonder if Virginia was serious about starting a sports team. Hey, I think I see her up ahead. She's talking to someone I don't know. I hurry to catch up. Mostly girls again this year, isn't it? Yeah, both my roommates are. I pause in mid-step. What is she talking about? Me and Ellen? That could be a problem eventually. Ellen and I both had wild magic. Is that the problem? Well, maybe more of us should drop out. The other way would be more fun. Maybe for you it would. The winged girl laughs. What on earth are they talking about? This is silly. Spies never hear anything nice. I have no idea what they're discussing, and I shouldn't try to figure it out. I'll only come up with crazy stuff. I'm just going to walk away. At the end of the week, I get a chance to organize my thoughts and my belongings, as well as review the spells I've learned so far. Spellbook. Okay, so we got Trek Scent. Allows the caster to... Okay, yeah. And then Diagnosis. So we know this. Close spellbook. Diary. Meeting Damien, which is... Ooh, okay. So I have nothing to write here. I met an upperclassman boy named Damien. He's got blue skin and wings, but I'm not sure if they're real. He was sort of mysterious about everything and said I should be careful because there was some kind of danger up ahead and the teachers couldn't be trusted. I don't know, maybe he just says that to sound cool. Virginia told me about the Salem witch trials, how some Wildseed kids created a panic because they didn't have any training, so they couldn't control their magic. So now everyone with magic has to go to school to make sure that kind of thing doesn't happen. Virginia doesn't like school very much though. Magic, read magic. Slept, did housework. Apparently Ellen has been cleaning up behind Virginia's back because she's kind of a slob. So now she's going to make Virginia pick up after herself and hopefully the room will stay clean. Nothing at the mall. Homesick. I miss my family. I hope they'll write soon. I feel out of place here sometimes compared to the people who were born magical. Virginia said earlier that it didn't matter who was Wildseed and who wasn't, but I'm not sure that's true. Oh wait, is there more? Oh, my brothers. Her brothers. Virginia has two brothers here at school, both in Wolf Hall. The older one is William, and he's really cool. The younger one is Donald. He's the same year as us, and he teases Virginia a lot. And move-in day. Today I arrived at Idaris Academy and met my new roommates, Ellen and Virginia. I also accidentally bumped into a nasty teacher, Professor Grabner, and he gave me demerits for it. So mean. Inventory. I have nothing. All right, let's go to the next week. Now, Damien did say that I should be going to the other classes, so I think that's what I'm going to try and do is hit at least every class this week, except for the ones, like if I need to leave any behind, it'll be the ones that I've already done, which would be green magic and gym. Once again, we are all called to the gymnasium first thing Monday morning. Only this time, there are even more people here. Is this a meeting of the whole school? What for? I asked Virginia if she knew what this was about, but she just grinned and said she couldn't tell me. Someone steps up to the podium, but it's not a teacher. Good morning, everyone. My name is William Danson, and I'm your incoming senior class president. But for the next week, half of you will be calling me Sir William. Welcome to freshman initiation. A magical initiation ritual? Before we start, I am required to give you some safety information. Nothing that happens this week should cause you physical harm. If you are ordered to do something dangerous or that you know is wrong, please go to a teacher immediately. Now, all of you freshmen, please line up. One at a time, come up on stage, announce your name and where you came from, and receive one of these initiation handbooks. Okay. Students dutifully shuffle along, announcing themselves one by one. Some of them I've already met. Some names are new. Suki Sato, Jamal Mir, Pastel Rao, Luke, and Logan Pfeiffer. Then it's my turn. After I state my name, William hands me a stapled together paper booklet. Inside are a bunch of rules and a list of all the members of the senior class, complete with black and white pictures and full names. According to this, we're required to memorize the names of all the seniors, and throughout the week we have to address them as Sir or Lady whatever. And there's more. We have to memorize a silly poem and recite it on command. We must never show our backs to a senior. We must never be taller than a senior. We must always respond to requests with... Wait, William's at the podium again. No, As well as serving and honoring the entire senior class, each one of you will become the property of one particular senior. Your senior is your master, your best friend, your worst nightmare, and your only protection from the rest of us. Stand and wait, and we will choose. He steps away from the podium while we freshmen look at each other nervously. Seniors start to move around the room, poking and prodding and calling out orders. You're taller than me, freshman! Get down on the ground! Don't turn away from me, freshman! I see your back! Ellen and I end up kneeling back to back and watching as the sharks circle. You! I look up and see Damien standing over me. Of course he's an upperclassman, and this must be what he was saying would happen next week. Carla Trident, I think you should be mine. Okay. Stand up. But then I might be taller. It's all right, you're with me. You don't have to worry about the rules if I'm with you. Only what I say matters. Here, take my hand, I'll help you up. Well, we've got to take his hand. He asked us to. With Damien's help, I climb to my feet. Come on, I'll walk you to the door. You need to stay by me until you're out of sight of the other seniors. Then you can plan the rest of your week in peace. What happens for the rest of the week? More of the same, mostly. They'll boss you around when they see you and make you say embarrassing things. And on Friday, everyone hugs and makes up. Don't let it distract you too much from your studies. You need to learn if you're going to keep up. I'd suggest studying blue magic this week. Is that an order, sir? Just a suggestion. When I give you an order, you'll know it. I will turn up to give you some instructions later in the week. I wouldn't be doing my job properly if I didn't give you at least a little bit of a hard time. He grins and brushes the back of his hand against my cheek. Good luck, Carla. I really do like Damien, but I like Donald better. With a wave, he leaves me on my own. So what should I do this week? Well, he said blue magic, so we will do that, blue, and now we'll do everything else. And we'll study today. Or not today, Friday. Friday the 13th! Oh god, should we study on Friday the 13th? Yeah, you know what? It's probably fine. Uh-oh, this is one of his classes. Mill about all you like. It's your own time you're wasting. I have no objections to failing the lot of you at the next exam. A flurry of robes and the students scramble for seats. Here you will be learning the subtle art of blue magic. At least some of you will. I thoroughly expect this subject to go over some of your heads. Blue is the color of change. That is, altering what is already there, not creating, not destroying. It is commonly used in conjunction with other magic styles in order to perform alchemic transmutations and other alterations of essence. Blue magic can also be used to change the effects of an existing spell, to cast or dispel illusions, or change locations without movement through intervening space. For a skilled blue magician, reality is fluid. All things can be changed, yet few minds are capable of grasping the true range of possibilities. We'll see what you're worth. Success! I gained 1 blue magic and 1 stress. Walking back to my room when I hear someone yelling up ahead. Lower, freshman! Yes, Lady Angela. Ellen bends her knees, but the older girl follows suit. You're still too tall, lower! Poor Ellen tries to make herself even smaller. If that senior notices me, she'll just start yelling at me, too. I can't make her stop, but I feel like I ought to do something. Hey, leave her alone. Is she yours? She's a horse, and this is our hall. You go on now. Whatever. Sorry about that, kids. People ought to be safe in dorms and classes so they can get their schoolwork done. I know I'm not your senior, but if you really need help dealing with the others, just let me know. Thanks. The older girl nods and goes back to her room, and I come out of hiding. Are you okay? What? I'm fine. Everything's fine. Really? I follow Ellen into our room. Hey guys, how's initiation so far? I'm not sure what the point is. It's a bonding experience. How else would you know that you'd grown up to become a real... Oh, how else would you know that you'd grown up to become a real witch? By casting spells? Whatever. So, who'd you guys get as seniors? I got Balthazar Brundrick. He likes plants. He really likes plants. I think he's got moss growing on him. Your brother William. Oh, that's great! He'll be good to you. What about you, Carla? Damian Ramsey. Oh no! What do you mean, oh no? He's evil. What? I met him last week. He didn't seem so bad. Look at him! He's a demon! Demons are real. Don't judge by appearances. I can't believe that you would judge somebody by the color of their skin. Not his fault he was born blue. That is not the point. All you've said so far is that he looks bad. He's vicious. Has he actually done anything wrong, or is he just grumpy? If people were calling me evil all the time, I'd be grumpy too. Please, don't yell. Whatever. You do what you want. Look, if there's a real problem with him, tell me about it. She shrugs. It's just rumors. Anyway, he's your senior now. Oh, did that make me weird? I'm hurrying across the campus first thing in the morning when I spot Damian leaning against a wall. Well, hello there, Carla. Hi, sorry I can't talk right now. What's the matter? Big Steve said I had to get him a coffee right now. Well, he sort of growled it, really. Who do you belong to, me or Big Steve? Well, you, but... Then I think you have time to talk. Don't worry, I won't bite. It's just that I've been thinking about you. As your senior, I'm supposed to give you commands so that you can demonstrate your obedience. I have to make you do things that you wouldn't want to do. But I don't want to do anything that would hurt or upset you in front of people. Oh, well, thanks. So I thought of something else. Something you could do that no one else would have to know about. Our little secret. Like, I want you to write me a love letter. What? An extremely romantic love letter. I want you to proclaim your undying passion in words with hearts and flowers and sealed with a kiss. See, you're embarrassed. That makes it a good challenge for your initiation, and a good souvenir for me, too. I always wanted someone to write me a love letter. So you'll do it, right, freshman? I'll do it. Good girl. Hand it to me by midnight, and your task is complete. And make sure it's juicy. You'd better hurry and get Steve's coffee now. Right. We head off our separate ways. Red magic. Uh-oh, this is one of his classes. Get to your seats. Hurry up, no chatter. In this class, carelessness might cost you your fingers. He wouldn't really cut off a student's fingers, would he? Here, you will be learning the seductive art of red magic, the evocation and control of energy. With this power, you might summon a breeze, light a fire, or call a distant object to hand. I say that it's seductive, not because of the power itself, but because simple minds prefer simple solutions. Blast your enemies with lightning, tear buildings apart with earthquakes, let the world around you burn. Fall victim to such vulgar fantasies, and you leave yourself vulnerable to those capable of creative thought. There are many approaches that direct force cannot defend against. He snaps his fingers in the air. One inattentive moment, and you lose control of the forces that you have summoned. After that, you will only be remembered as an unpleasant stain on the wall. He rubs his hands together and gives a nasty smile. Now for your lessons. Success! I gained 2 red magic and 2 stress. Evening. I'm sitting at my desk staring at a blank piece of paper and tapping my pencil absently. Could you stop that? It's a slightly annoying sound. Oh, sorry. I flatten my hand on the desk's surface and try to keep from fidgeting and sigh. You doing homework? No, I'm trying to write a stupid love letter. A love letter? Not a real one. It's for initiation. I'm supposed to write a really romantic love letter. I have no idea what to say. Oh, maybe you should just quote Shakespeare. Sonnets are romantic. I don't think that counts as writing. Sorry, I was never very good at creative writing. Oh, I have an idea. You don't have to copy a famous poem exactly, but they can still give you suggestions. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. So compare him to something, say something unusual. What can I compare Damien to? His voice is like butter, his teeth are like knives, voice like butter. I think of butter when I think of your voice because it's warm and soft and it goes all melty. That's sweet, good start. If you were butter on a table with a bread basket, lots of people would want to take bits of you. But I want to keep all the butter for myself because it's delicious. Butter gets all over my fingers and makes them slippery, and when I lick them... I'm not sure how to finish that sentence. I think you've said enough already. Are you sure? Well, I suppose you could finish it with, I'm thinking of you. Okay. I look at what I've written and frown. I don't think I have good love letter handwriting, though, and I don't have any cutesy stationery. I do. I could copy it over for you if you want. Really? Thanks! I hand her my scribbled version and she produces a small pad of pink paper decorated with flowers. It's supposed to be sealed with a kiss. Do you think he'll know if I don't? I don't know. There might be a spell for it. Guess I'll have to then. Ellen copies my love letter and I fold it up and carefully kiss the center of the folded paper. I do not want a paper cut on my lips. Now we can deliver this thing and forget about it. I arrive in the classroom feeling slightly apprehensive. Black magic. Will there be zombies? Good morning, everyone. I got a smoke or an... No, has everyone got a smock or an apron? There are plenty at the back. Aprons? What are we going to do with those? For those of you who are new to our magical traditions, I should reassure you that black magic has nothing to do with death or evil. There is no such thing as evil magic, there's only magic. The bad and the good come from how you choose to use it. Black is the color of weight, solidarity, and permanence. Black magic is the magic of enchantment in physical forms. All wands and things like that are created with black magic. This does mean that cursed items in the are enchanted with black magic as well. That might be how people got the wrong idea. A pale girl with dark hair raises her hand. Yes, Raven? Since you're enchanting matter and bones are matter, you could use black magic to animate a skeleton, right? That's an interesting question. You could certainly enchant a skeleton to hold a spell or react in some way. You could set a skull to chatter its jaw when anyone came near like an alarm. But to make something that could walk around and act on its own, you'd need to bind a spirit to it, and that calls for another kind of magic. We will get to combined techniques later in the year. Now, one of the easiest ways to infuse magic into a physical substance is to mix things together in liquids, potions, and that's what we'll be starting with. Always remember to wear a smock or an apron. Potion stains can ruin your uniform. Success. Gained 1 black magic and 1 stress. So I'm thinking I'm going to want to do green and black together. When I arrive at the classroom, I find Professor Potsdam standing by the chalkboard. Good morning, Starshines. You'll need to sit down before we can start, but take your time, relax, get comfortable. That's very important when working with this particular style of magic. Taking her at her word, I yawn and stretch before I settle into my seat. To some people, white is the absence of color, a blank canvas. In the non-magical world, white is a complete spectrum of all colors combined into one. In some ways, you could think of white magic as either of these things. White magic is the tool you use to access the spiritual realm. Ooh, okay, so maybe it's white and black together. But I also want to do green. No, I'm doing it all. Ghosts, dreams, creatures from other planets, the thoughts of those around you. With white magic, you can experience and communicate with things that are normally hidden. There is one thing I need to warn you about. Some people have tried to use white magic to control minds and spirits instead of asking for their aid. Don't do it. You will regret it. Now, shall we go on with the lesson? What sort of warning is that? Does she mean that it won't work, or that we'll be expelled, or arrested, or our brains will melt, or what? Maybe she'll tell us more later. Success! Gained 1 white magic skill and 1 stress. I hear someone outside. It sounds like someone's crying. Ellen? What's wrong? Was one of the seniors picking on you again? That letter, the love letter I helped you write, somebody gave it to Professor Grabner. And then he did a spell to find out who wrote it, so he blamed me and he wouldn't listen, and now I have detention, and I never had detention in my life, and... What? How could that letter get to the professor? I gave it to... Damien. I reach out and give Ellen a quick hug. It'll be okay. I'm going to find out what's going on. I stomp through the halls, driven by the fires of righteous fury. Even the seniors I pass on my way don't dare challenge me. Falcon Hall, home of the pretty boys. He must be around here somewhere. Damien! Is my favorite freshman looking for me? I jab my finger into his chest. You gave my love letter to Professor Grabner? He read it out in front of everyone, and then he did a spell on it to see who wrote it, and now my roommate's got detention. Your roommate? She had better handwriting than me, so she rewrote it on pink paper to make it look cute. She did me a favor, and now she's being punished for it. I hope you're happy. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, Carla, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have been bragging. That's what started this. Wait, what? I was telling some of the guys how I'd made my freshmen write this letter for me. I was showing it off. They thought it was funny, the very idea of a girl writing a love letter to someone like me. When I was at class yesterday, someone broke into my room and stole the letter. Oh. I thought they were only going to use it to tease me. I never imagined that they would try to use it against you, and I had no idea your roommate was involved. Well, I'm not going to let them have the last laugh. Come on, Carla. First, I'm going to apologize to your roommate in person, and then I'll go to Professor Grabner. If someone gets detention for this, it should be me. He grabs my hand and pulls me along the corridor, slightly roughly. He looks a bit scary when he's mad, but I bet I did too. I know just how he feels. It's so unfair when mean people hurt innocents for no reason. Sorry, I'm gonna take a drink of water. When we reach Horse Hall, I detach myself from his grip. Let me go and fetch her. I don't think she'd react well if you suddenly barged into our room. Sighs. Of course. Not because you're a demon. Because she's upset right now. You're right. I'm sorry, I'll wait. I enter the room. Ellen is sitting on her bed with an odd expression on her face. Ellen, Damien's here to apologize. Some bully stole his love letter to pick on him. He said he'll go to the professor and explain. That's alright, he doesn't have to. What? William already did. He came to check on me, and I told him the whole story, and his class president, you know, said he could fix it. Oh. He's very sweet. He's got a crush. So will you come talk to Damien? He feels really horrible about what happened. And I yelled at him too, so I feel kinda guilty. Okay. She goes outside to talk to Damien. So her senior already rode to her rescue. Well, I guess that's good. The important thing is that it gets sorted out. It's not until after I wake up on Friday morning that I realize something. Something very important which should have occurred to me before now. Virginia! Psst! Virginia, wake up! It's Friday the 13th. So, are there any special rituals we need to do or not to do to protect us from magical bad luck? Oh. No, Friday the 13th is good luck when you're a witch. Oh. So, it's a good omen that our initiation finishes today. Now let me finish sleeping. She pulls the covers over her head. Studying, success, gained 1 smart and 2 stress. After the day's activities, we're all called into the gym again. Just freshmen at first, standing together in a confused herd and whispering about the crazy tasks they've done this week. Then we hear the sounds of heavy boot steps marching in union. Bow down, look up. You're too tall, don't turn your back to me. Lower, lower. After a few minutes, we're all lying flat on our backs on the floor. And that's when William takes the stage. Welcome, freshmen. It's time for the final phase of your initiation. Karina will be passing out blindfolds. Please put them on. A long-haired girl from Snake Hall tiptoes around the room, delicately placing the strap of dark fabric in the hands of each freshman. Blindfolded? What are they planning to do with us? Well, everyone else is doing it. Okay, now I can't see and I have no idea what's going on. I hear people moving around, whispering 1 or 2 giggles. I wait. Eventually, I feel a hand touching my shoulder. Sit up, carefully. Now on your feet. I stand up with unseen hands under my elbows steadying me. Then one of those hands pushes me. Hey! Round and round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. I feel myself spun around, passed from hand to hand. Stop! They hold me swaying in place. For your own safety, do exactly what I tell you. Walk forward slowly. That voice sounds familiar. Well, whatever, I'll play along. I follow the instructions of the voices and try to guess where I'm going. Through the buildings, out a door, across the grounds. Step up. Up. Careful now, don't hit your head. Feel a hand on top of my head guiding me into a van? Sit down, I'll strap you in. I can hear other people being guided into the remaining seats. So, okay, we're going for a drive to the mall, to a cave, to a hotel, to a secret underground temple. At least we arrive and are carefully ushered out of the car. Surprise! What? Initiation is over. Now it's time for the party. Ow. Groups of students lounge around by the lakeside, seniors and freshmen mingling freely, long tables grown under watermelons and punch bowls and chafing dishes. There's soda and barbecue and games, and presents from the seniors to their freshmen. You bought me a present? Actually, we were supposed to make them, but I've never been very good at that sort of thing. So here. He hands me a small box. Inside I find water, and you don't have to share it with anyone. I giggle. He smiles at me and seems so perfectly happy that I can't imagine anyone would ever think him an evil demon. Let's go join the party. It's just getting started. All right. Everybody's here. This would be a good chance to get my roommates to meet Damien and see he's not as bad a guy. But that backfired and they said something mean. But what if that backfired and they said something mean to him? It could spoil the party. What should I do? Just have fun, introduce Damien to Virginia, well, they've already met, so I want them to meet anyway. Oh, you should meet my roommates. Are you sure? They're nice. You'll like them. I hope. I spot Virginia in the crowd. Actually, I spot her senior, who's pretty hard to miss. and then Virginia beside him, and start to lead Damien in their direction. Virginia's a born witch, so she's really helpful telling me and Ellen things about the school and traditions and stuff. Right through my begonias. But if you take some tea and rancid yak butter. Hello, Carla! She grabs my hand. Isn't this a great party? And then she notices Damien. Oh, you're senior. Virginia, this is Damien. Damien, my roommate, Virginia. William's sister. That's right. And I assume you guys already know each other. Balthazar. Damien. Good week? It's alright. Balthazar here was just telling me about his begonias. Why don't you two talk about that while Carla and I go get some food? But you know how much I love dessert. Go with Virginia, stay with Damien. We'll go. That's true. Come on. She tugs me away from the guys and off toward the refreshment table. Phew, thought I'd never get away. That wasn't very nice. I wanted you and Damien to make friends. If he keeps Balthazar occupied so I don't have to hear anything more about gardening today, I'll owe him a favor. I'll even bake him cookies. Give him cookies. She probably doesn't bake. I suppose. Do you know what he gave me as a present? Mushroom spores. Oh well, you could use them to grow a snack. I hate mushrooms. Come on, there's food and games and we can even go swimming. Let's go have some fun. And so we spend the afternoon having a good time together. My throat is dying. Where is my Halls at? Ooh, I've got one left. Yay! Alright. Sorry for the mouth noises for a second. All this talking is murdering my throat. Okay. On Saturday morning, I wake up and find envelopes under the door again. Our allowances and one extra. My parents finally wrote to me. I open the envelope, intending to skim through it quickly, but it turns out there's not much to skim through. They send their love and hope I'm having fun at boarding school. That's it. No mention of what they've been doing, no questions about any friends I've made, not even any questions about magic. How can they not ask about magic? Before I got here, I had no idea what was possible. There was only that brief moment of magic back when I was 13, before the officials came to turn off the power and gave me the choice. For 3 years, I've had to wait and wonder. And now I'm finally starting to discover this entire world of possibilities and they don't even ask? Maybe they don't want to bother me in case I'm busy, or they figure I'll tell them what I want to tell them. Still haven't written. So bad. I will write them a letter tomorrow, really. But for today, I have to decide whether or not to go out. Let's go to the mall, I guess. What should I do at the mall today? Let's go to the food court. No, Games Arcade. There are only a few old-style video games with joysticks and buttons here. Most of the arcade is filled with racing games, dance pads, claw grabbers, things that give out tickets for prizes, and a surprisingly large collection of pinball machines. Play a dance game, play pinball, use the claw machine. I will spend $1. I set my sights on a cute stuffed rabbit, insert my money, and maneuver the claw until it's above the prize. Claw descends and takes hold of the rabbit, but lets it fall again before it reaches the exit chute. So frustrating. Stress increases by 1. Better luck next time? After breakfast, I sit down to figure out what to write to my parents. I could tell them about the strange professors here, but I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. There are lots of silly stories about things that happened during initiation, but I'm not sure if you can really appreciate them if you weren't there. They might think it sounds like bullying. Guess I should tell them about my bedroom and the food here, things like that, so that they don't worry about me. They'll want to know that I get enough sleep and remember to brush my teeth. And my roommates, I should write about them. They've been so busy. We don't know each other all that well yet, but they're both good people. Even if I am a little bit annoyed at Virginia. Poor Ellen's had a hard time of it this week. With initiation, I'm sure she's glad that it's all over. As for magic, well, I've learned just a few things, but I haven't really done proper magic yet. Just classroom exercises, so we'll wait a while before I tell them much about it. Mail doesn't go out on Sundays, so I fold my letter up and stick it in an envelope, but I don't seal it yet. I can get a stamp from the on-campus post office tomorrow. I think I'll go for a walk. I wander around the campus wondering how long the leaves will stay green. This is a magical place, so it might be like this all year. I'd miss the fall colors, though. I wonder what witches and wizards do for Halloween. Do they dress up like normal people? As I'm thinking that, my own personal Halloween decoration makes an appearance. Hi, Damien. He looks at me oddly. What are you up to? Want to do something together? Why? To be friendly? Because we're bored? Not that bored. Without a further word, he brushes past me and away. What just happened here? Virginia comes up behind me. I told you so. Told me what? That he's evil. I was just talking to my brother about him to get the scoop. He's a total womanizer. William says that last year he left every sophomore in Butterfly Hall crying in the bathroom at some point. He gets girls' hopes up, and when they fall in love with him, he dumps them. I'm not dating him. The point is, he's a jerk. Forget you ever knew him, you'll be better off. There must be some misunderstanding. I know Virginia doesn't like Damien, but he was nice to me. Maybe he's just having a really bad day. If he doesn't want to talk to me right now, there's no point in chasing after him. Come on, let's go to the gym and play. Okay. Alright. Diary. Let's see. Freshman initiation. The new students all have to bow and scrape to the seniors for a week. We each are assigned to one senior in particular. Mine is Damien. Blue magic class, nothing. Feeling blue. Wow, this is a blue day. I had sort of a fight with Virginia about Damien, my senior, because I said it was wrong for her to hate him just because of what he looks like. I'm really not sure what her problem with him is. Love letter. Damien has ordered me to write him a juicy love letter as part of initiation. Red magic class. Writing. Ellen helped me come up with an idea for my love letter and even copied it out for me on nicer paper so that it would look pretty. I delivered it to Damien's hall on schedule. Phew. Black magic class. Right, Ellen in trouble. The love letter Ellen wrote for me was stolen by the bullies and given to Professor Grabner. He did a spell to see who wrote it and blamed Ellen. Damien felt terrible about what happened. Luckily, William was able to get the whole mess straightened out. Studying, lakeside party. Freshman initiation ended today with a big cookout party by the lake in the forest. Damien gave me a silly present, which was sweet. Unfortunately, I lost track of him because Virginia needed my help to ditch Balthazar, her senior. Oh, snubbed. I tried to talk to Damien today, and he completely brushed me off. What's going on? He was really friendly to me last week. Did something happen? Virginia says it's because he's evil, but... I don't think I've learned any other spells. I have not. And I have nothing in my inventory, unless I have butter. I don't have butter. Next week. On Monday morning, I set off across campus on my way to breakfast. Hey, what up? Phew, I caught you. What's up? Sign-ups for clubs this week. I wanted to make sure that you were on board for the sports team. Liz next door said no, but Anisha's in. What sport are we doing exactly? Does it matter? We can vote on that later. First, I have to get enough people to agree and find out what sort of team we can manage. Promise you'll join? Sure, I guess. Great. We have official sign-ups on Wednesday afternoon, so go to the gym then. Wait, on Wednesday? Okay. And as long as we're both doing it, Ellen will have to stop studying all the time and join in. She waves and jogs away. Well, so what am I going to do this week? She said Wednesday, right? Okay, now I want to try getting a detention, so let's just sleep the rest of the days and see what happens. Yeah? So now I feel bad. Alright, let's do that. We'll see what happens. Sleeping reduces stress. Reduces stress. Going to the gym. Taking gym, success. Gained 1 strong, 1 stress. I arrive at the gym to see a haphazard collection of booths and tables and clouds of underclassmen swirling around them. Raven Darkstar from Snake Hall is with a group that appears to be the Drama Club. Someone else has a Save the Dragons banner. Save them from what? Ellen's already here, standing by the wall, looking around before joining the throng. Hey, you guys! Come on, you have to put your names on the forum to make it official. My sign-up's over there. Huh? Virginia grabs us both and drags us over to her station. Sign it, sign it! All right, already. Let go of my wrist. Sorry. Guys, sign it. I have to go grab some more people. She hurries away. Ellen sighs and picks up the pen. Let her sign up. Tell her she doesn't have to. We need more people. I wait for Ellen to write her name on the form, then I sign beneath that. I'm going to look around and see what other clubs there are, okay? Yeah, I guess I should do that too. I wonder if magical universities care what clubs you were in magical school. Is there a magical honor society or something? As Ellen and I move around the room, I see someone jump up onto the stage. It's Donald, Virginia's older brother. He pounds his fist on his chest a few times and then takes a deep breath. Rooms for old shoes, pouch rings, boots, and buskins. He has a surprisingly good voice. Whoops, I made him sound like crap. Strong and clear, even if the words are nonsense. Will you buy a new broom? And then Jacob from Falconhall stands up beside him and starts the song from the beginning as Donald continues. It's a round, like Frere Jacques, but a strange one. After they finish singing about spools and sealing wax or whatever, the boys make grandiose bows, and I applaud along with the other students who were paying attention. Not my kind of music, but they were pretty good at singing it. Come this way and signed up for chorale. They wave and jump down from the stage. Chorale sounds like fun. Not interested, but I follow Ellen anyways to be polite. Hello, ladies. Here to sign up for... Wait, I know you. How much rehearsal do you have to do to be in chorale? You're Urchin's roommates. What are you doing here? She said that you were joining her stupid sports thing. You can't do both? Well, what if we scheduled things at the same time? You gotta pick which side you're on, mine or hers. That's rude. But Ellen just laughs. It's okay, I know how you feel. I have a little sister too. You do? You never mentioned her. We're very different people. Jenny is not interested in magic or books or sports. She just wants to be a ballerina and have everybody love her. She's spoiled rotten? Does she get away with everything even if she started it? Basically. See, little sisters are a menace. One time Urchin melted a cherry ice pop all over my math workbook and Mom and Dad wouldn't believe I didn't do it. As if I'd eat that junk. So they wouldn't spell it off. And I had to hear about it from them and my teacher at school because she's a messy eater. Jenny used to hate if I locked my door to study in private, and she would stand outside and scream until Mama would make me let her in. Yeah, you know how it is. Anyway, it's cool if you want to sign up for chorale. I'd like to try, but if it gets in the way of my schoolwork, I'll have to stop. Yeah, whatever. What about you, whatever your name is? Me? There is no way I'm singing in public. I think I'd better go see how Virginia is doing. I hurry away. finally been able to catch a stream. Yay, welcome! Virginia is sticking a piece of paper to a wall with a blue putty. What's that? Members list. We did it! We have enough people for an official club! Even if Liz still refuses to join because I said riding wasn't a real sport. It's mostly wolves and horses, but I kinda expected that. Aw, Balthazar signed up too. I hope it's because he wants to play and not because he likes me. You don't like toads? Horrible Donald put real toads in my bed when I was little. He was crushed that I didn't scream when I saw them. I still kicked his butt for being mean to the poor toads. I don't think they liked my bed. You guys always fight? Pretty much. He's been pulling stupid pranks on me since I was practically a baby. Yay, new person. I thought all brothers did that. Not William. He's the best big brother ever. Lucky. Yeah, I guess I am. Oh, I didn't get in detention for skipping? Well, that's a waste. Well. Wait, did I get money? I did. Okay. Food court. There are many different kinds of foods available here. Fruit, cookie, pastry, lunch. Nothing. I want to save my money. I decided to just watch my friends eat while I sit and talk with them. It saves money, but it makes me feel a bit left out. Stress decreases by 3. I see Virginia at a table waving at me. Hey Carla, over here! Coming closer, I stop and stare in awe at the monstrosity on the table in front of her. There's a cookie with 2 brownies, each cut diagonally into triangles and set around the edges of the cookie like rays of a pastry sun. Then a fat scoop of chocolate ice cream rippled with peanut butter and a smaller scoop of vanilla perched on it like a crown. Over the whole mess are whirls of whipped cream and scattering of chopped nuts and chocolate sprinkles. The only thing missing is a cherry on top. Judging by the stem on the side of the plate, the cherry didn't last long. Are you going to eat that whole thing? You can have a bite if you want. 1 bite? She laughs. No, we can share if you want. Split the ice cream just a taste. Let's split it. Whoop. Hand me a spoon. Dig in. The giant sundae is deliciously decadent, and I'm hungry. It might be a bad idea to stuff myself on nothing but dessert, but with Virginia on the other side of the table eating just as eagerly, it's hard to stop myself. Of course, after this, we'll both have a massive sugar rush. Want to run laps around the dorm? Is that why you're so hyper all the time, eating stuff like this? Not really. I just like being on the go. Finally, we make it down to the plate, and I sit back and sigh, replete. Stress decreases by 6. Dear Mom and Dad, I've only gotten 1 letter from you so far. What's happening back home? I miss you. I met so many people here, and most of them are nice, but it's not the same. My roommates and I have started a sports club. We had our first meeting today, and I played some pickup soccer, so don't worry, I'm getting plenty of exercise. Please write soon. Love, Carla. With a sigh, I seal up the envelope and put it on my desk, ready to send. It hasn't even been a month yet, but I can't help feeling homesick. I just have to take each day as it comes. I decide to go for a walk around campus. As I'm wandering around the buildings, I notice a tall figure tossing a ball up in the air and catching it. As I get closer, I realize that I'm wrong. He's not throwing it and catching it. He's not touching it at all. William points his wand at the ball, holding it suspended in midair. With the flick of his wrist, he sends it flying upwards, where it eventually reverses course and comes back down again, to be caught when he manages to line up the tip of his wand and the falling sphere. What are you doing? Control exercise. Is it hard? It's a matter of keeping your focus. keeping your rhythm and not using too much force or it'll get away. If you want to show off, you do this with an egg. Makes it more obvious when you miss. Can I try about Damien? Let's ask about Damien. I was hoping I could talk to you about Damien. Oh. He catches the ball and puts it and the wand away. Did he hurt you? What? No, nothing like that. Really, we weren't dating, we weren't doing anything. It's just that I thought we were getting to be friends and he needed a friend. Then all of a sudden, he wouldn't talk to me, like we were strangers, so I'm worried. You're worried about him? If he's my friend, I should be. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know if he's mad at me, or if he never really liked me, or if someone's making him stay away from me, or I don't know. You're in his year, I thought you might know more about him. He may be in my class, but he's not in my hall. How well do you know the Snake Girls? I know Barbara files her nails with a knife, and I know I shouldn't believe anything Suki says. And I know that Damien doesn't like people asking questions. He wouldn't even tell anyone where he lives, and he's not at school when he's not at school. After freshman year, he doesn't bring his parents to campus anymore to make sure no one talks to them. If they even are his parents. He avoids field trips whenever he can, especially ones where he might need to wear a glamour. Won't join any clubs, keeps to himself. So he really doesn't have any friends. William shrugs. I wouldn't know. He gets on well with everyone inside the classroom, and he doesn't cause trouble anymore except with the girls. Anymore? Well, freshman year there was a lot of fighting, but that was a long time ago. That sounds like what Damien was hinting at. Got bullied hard. That's so sad. But I still don't know why he's avoiding me. I guess William can't really answer that question. Oh, thanks anyways. Sure thing. You girls look out for each other, okay? You and my sister and my freshman. Yeah. Alright, this week I'm gonna try and get into detention by doing nothing. It's really not... It's not good. But let's so apparently we signed up for clubs this week. I don't even know what the list of the clubs is, but I already promised Virginia I'd be part of our sports team thing. I wonder if we can join more than one. Sleep. Nothing. Nope. My roommates and I all signed up for Virginia's sports club. Ellen may also be joining the chorale along with Virginia's brother Donald. Ellen and Donald bonded a little over their problems with their siblings. Ellen has a little sister named Jenny that she doesn't get along with. Virginia and Donald have been fighting each other their entire lives. That's sort of sad. Growing up together so close, they could have been really good friends if they worked as a team. Virginia and I split an enormous ice cream brownie sundae at the mall today. I wish my parents would write. I guess they're too busy having fun without me. And I talked to William about Damien, but I didn't learn much more than I knew before. I think he used to get beaten up as a freshman, and he doesn't like people asking questions about him, and he probably doesn't have any friends, so shouldn't he want friends? Virginia yawns and stretches. Time for another week at the grind. Wait. Huh? What? Well, the first big exam is this week, right? Sure. Who's giving the exam? What are we expected to know? When does it happen? No idea. Aren't you supposed to know these things? Your family... Virginia waves a hand dismissively. Secrets! All kinds of secrets. William says if he tells me what's on the test, then the tests wouldn't be fair. Well, it won't. It would be wrong for him to tell you the answers. Oops, sorry, it's Ellen. Well, it would be wrong for him to tell you the answers. That's cheating, and William would never do that. But you must know something. What kind of tests are they? Do we have to write essays or fight duels? Look, all I know is that it's about casting spells, that's it. Now, come on, we have to pick our schedules for the week. Okay, well, if I've got exams this week, then I should probably know some stuff. So let's go back to do green, black, and no, not gym. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I will study this week. I gained a green magic and a stress. Narrow. It's asking 2 black magic and 2 stress. I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't remember why. Oh. Right, someone's talking in her sleep. Oh, William. Is Ellen having a dream about... No, wait, that's Virginia's voice calling her brother's name. Oh. Do I want to know what she's dreaming about? Dipping in the sugar pot. No, I probably don't want to know. I'm going back to sleep. Sounded like it could have been a lewd dream, I don't know. Ooh, inspection! Costs 1 mana, detects weak points and hidden details within 1 target object. Gain 3 white magic skill and 3 stats. Hi Carla, Professor Grabner's holding an open review for the exam. Do you want to come? Virginia can't be bothered. She says it's not worth it. It's the first test and it's probably not a big deal. On the other hand, even if it was a big deal, Virginia probably wouldn't want to study more than she had to. We will go to the study session. Sure, I'll come with you. Great. Maybe we can quiz each other afterwards. Maybe. The room is slightly too small for all of the anxious freshmen clustering in it. From the whispers I overhear, it seems that no one knows what the test is going to cover, only that it takes place tomorrow. Professor Grabner's appearance doesn't settle anyone's nerves. Open your notebooks if you have them. This is not a quiz. This is for your own benefit. If you do not know the answer, look it up or ask someone. I scoot over to where I can peek at Ellen's notes. They're better organized than mine. If you have paid any attention to your schoolwork up to this point, you should be aware of a broad range of uses for magic within the pentachromatic system. Miss Arius, if I wish to cast a spell to make a beast's fur fall out, what color of magic would I use? Green, sir. I should hope that you would know that much without the need to ask for my approval. Miss Trident, what color of magic would you use to transform a lump of coal into a diamond? Blue. Blue, sir? Why are you hesitant? Yes, the magic of change would suffice. He continues in this vein, putting individual students on the spot to answer questions about the applications of each color of magic. Suddenly his voice cuts off in the middle of a sentence. Mr. Danson. Yes, sir? As you do not appear to have need of these revisions, you are excused. You may find more challenging material to occupy your Saturday in detention. Yes, sir. He leaves the room. What was that about? I didn't see him doing anything, but it's too crowded in here to be sure. I hope all this revision is worth it. It's wearing me out. Smarts and stress increased by 1. I awaken to a knock on the door. Looking around the room, I notice that Virginia hasn't stirred at all. Ellen's awake, but she shakes her head frantically when I meet her eyes. Guess it's up to me to answer that. I pull on my robe and go see who it is. Joyous morning to you, Carla. Hi. I came to deliver your exam schedules. This is a solo exam, so each student has a separate time slot. Report to the listed room at the time indicated to retrieve further instruction. Further instructions at separate times? This exam process is very unusual. Please pass on the schedule to your roommates. She waves and goes on her way. I gained a white magic skill. Spirit sight. Detects nearby sentience, including ghosts and creatures of other worlds. Where is my mana? Oh, that's right. It doesn't appear here yet. I learned a new spell! Woo! After class, the instructions said to be at this room at this time. The door is closed and I can't see inside. Someone else might still be in there taking their test. Well, too bad. I don't want to be penalized for being late. I rap quietly but firmly on the door. And the world starts to go surreal. What happened? Where am I? You are now in dungeon level 1, layout 5B. What? Who said that? The exit from this dungeon lies beyond that wall in front of you. There are no doors in your room. You must use magic in order to escape. Good luck. What? Magic? What am I supposed to do? No one answers. This must be the mysterious test that no one would tell us about. What happens if I fail? Are we stuck down here forever? Worked up like the cask of Amontillado? I don't know. Surely even Professor Grabner wouldn't be that awful. So I have to use magic. What kind of magic? If I only get one choice... well, I'm best at green, so I guess we could try green. Well, let's see what happens if I try a spell. Apparently not much. What do I do now? Should I try something else? Wait, something's happening. I'm back in the school. Miss Trident, just what did you think you were playing at? Huh? Would you care to tell me how you intended to get yourself out of a walled room using life magic? Uh-oh. You have no idea. No, sir. For your performance, you have earned 10 demerits and detention tomorrow. There we go. There, you may consider what options might have stood you in wiser stead. Dismissed. There we go. You got me at detention. That's all I wanted. I returned to the hallway. My face is burning. What a disaster. Now, I know I probably should have used the blue. Transfiguration, transmutation, change. So how about that exam, huh? How'd you do? It was a disaster and now I've got detention. Oh no. Are you okay? Yes. I'm just stupid, that's all. Well, I'm sure you'll do better next time. I blew up the wall. Mostly anyway. Old Grabby said that's the boring answer, but I thought it was fun. What about you, Ellen? Well, I just teleported back out again. Ha! That makes sense. What do you think the other exams will be like? More dungeons? Probably. Weird how the exams are more fun than the classes, huh? I don't think they are. Eh? So, what are you guys doing today? At the moment, there is a knock on the door. Is that the allowances? Why didn't they just push them in? I'll go check. In the hallway by the door, I see a small stack of envelopes, the normal ones with the allowances in them, and also a large brown padded envelope addressed to me. My parents have sent me something. I go back inside and hand out the money to the other girls. What have you got there? Something for my parents, I don't know. It's absolutely covered in tape. It's going to take me a few minutes to get it open. It'll still be here later. Guess. Maybe I'd rather look at it without my roommates around anyway. I have to go to my detention now. Good luck. When I arrive at the detention hall, Donald is already with the professor. Even if it had succeeded, varying inflection requires an ongoing alteration, not a simple change. It would have been the same quack endlessly repeated. Yeah. Then he notices me. What are you doing here? Did Urchin send you? No. Not everything that happens in the school has to do with you, Mr. Danson. As it may not serve my best interests to correct your technique, I choose instead to address your sense of humor. The sophomore exams involved a large number of jerseys, which means their dungeons need cleaning out. Without magic. Get to it. Yes, sir. Now for you, Miss Trident. He hands me a strange object that looks like some kind of child's toy. It's a large silver jiggle ball imprisoned in a tiny wood cage. Two colorful discs held together by narrow balls all along the rims. You can see the bell and shake it and hear it chime, but the gaps between the bars are far too small to get it out. The cage must have been built around it. Write me an essay describing various magical methods that you could use to remove the ball from the cage and the pros and cons of each approach. You do not need to be capable of casting the spells you describe, but make an attempt to estimate their difficulty and dangers. I require at least 10 possibilities before you will be allowed to leave. Great. Get started. And so the afternoon passes, stressfully. Oh, naughty. Finally, it's done and I can leave. On my way back to my dorm, I run into Donald. Hey, done with your detention? How'd it go? It was a crappy job. Huh? I was cleaning up after jerseys? Football jerseys? He laughs. I forgot you're a newbie. Imagine a horse about as tall as a cat with bat wings and a long forked tail. That's a jersey. Playing horses? More like birds that scream and kick you in the head and go all over the place. So you were cleaning up after horse... Ew. That's horrible. He shouldn't make you do something like that. It's not that bad. I used to help out my buds who had dogs back at normal school. I really wanted a pet and my folks wouldn't let me have one. I was always bringing things home that I'd found and they'd keep throwing them out again. Except for caterpillars. They let me keep those until they hatched. Still, that's pretty mean. Teachers aren't supposed to be allowed to make kids clean toilets with toothbrushes anymore. That's because kids kept blowing up the toilets. You wouldn't. Of course not. Anyway, see you around same time next week. He waves and walks away. Next week detention again? I hope not. While my roommates are out, I pull out the package that my parents sent me. Well, not a package really. It's not a box, just a big envelope wrapped up in tape. I try to for a while to pull the tape off, but it's not coming. Eventually, I pull out some nail clippers and use them to make small holes and tear it apart. You don't have scissors? Inside is a letter and a small newspaper, my old school's paper, and a stack of photographs. There's Mom and Dad waving at me, my house, my backyard. They haven't forgotten me after all. It'll still be quite a while before I get to go home. Not until Thanksgiving, but they're not really that far away. If they needed me, they could come and get me. I've been here for about a month now. I guess I'm getting used to the life. Let's look at the diary. Actually, I'm going to put this on pause and I'm gonna go get some ice cream because my throat is dying, so I will be right back. Okay, now I'm back with chocolate peanut butter ice cream. Oh. Oh no, I missed. Hold on. Buzz went on break at work and then I totally missed him because I was doing this and now I feel bad. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. That's what I wanted to click. Sorry. There we go. I'm all over the place. Alright. So exam preparation. Our first big test is supposed to be this week, but we have no idea what it is or how we're supposed to study for it. Virginia's heard that it has something to do with casting spells, but that's it. Nothing. No. Virginia says really weird things when she's sleeping. Some of us met with Professor Grabner to review spells for the exams. I'm still not sure what the exam is about, though. All he did was ask us what color magic we might use to do different things, and Donald got in trouble somehow or other. I totally failed. I tried to use life magic, which was apparently the wrong choice. Now I've got detention. Professor Grabner had me write an essay about all the different ways that I could try to solve a problem with magic. I got off easy though. Donald had to clean out dungeons full of horse poop. Hey you guys, are either of you interested in running for class office? Like president? I don't think. What do you have to do to run? Not much. You just have to tell the teachers by the end of the week that you want to run. Then next week everybody votes. Oh, and you have to have a clean record, no demerits. That rules me out. Unless you know how to get rid of any demerits. There must be some way to earn merits and balance your record. Maybe you could ask one of the professors to let you do an extra credit project. Blah, blah, blah. You wouldn't catch me asking for extra work anyway. There are only 2 positions for the freshman class president and treasurer. The upper classes have more because they do more events and stuff. The freshman officers don't do anything? I'm sure they do something, just not as much as like the junior class in charge of the prom, and that's a big deal. And then the same people who run the prom junior year have to run initiation at the start of the next year because elections haven't been held, and it's a ton of work. It's much easier for freshmen. You probably just have to go to meeting with the teachers and need a lot, and not a lot. I can't read today. There we go. So are you interested? No one would vote for me. I totally vote for you, but that's why I'm asking. See, Minnie Cochran is obviously going to win president, so it's not even worth trying for that. But the treasurer position is open. Pastel says Jacob says he'll win it easy. So I want someone else to win. Anyone else. William isn't running for president in his class again this year, so it's perfect. He can endorse a freshman candidate, and then they're sure to win. I'm not sure that's... Why don't you run? No way. Class officers have to have meetings with teachers. I see way too much of them in class already. Speaking of which, we need to pick our classes for the week. Okay, well, now that I've done the things and gotten my detention... Oh, I should probably, sleep. Okay, we got green, black, and white. Yes? Black? No, black I've got more of, so we'll do white and black. There you go. Sleeping reduces stress. As I'm resting, I hear something out in the hall. There's a box lying by the door, wrapped in plain brown paper, and Donald is backing away from me. What, is this mail? I thought mail only came on Saturdays. Hi. Just delivering a package for Urchin. Oh, stuff from a home that got mixed up? That or mom thinks I need a dress. Well, you're already wearing one, sort of. Yeah, but this one doesn't match my eyes. I don't think Virginia got anything meant for you, though. I don't see any packages. I'm sure mine will show up eventually. I guess I should bring that inside. I can do that. He quickly picks up the box. Where should I put it? Something seems strange about this. Hang on. How do you know what color it is? You haven't opened it. It's completely wrapped and taped shut with a big label on it. Magic, you know. And if it got sent to you, how come the label says Virginia? I relabeled it? There's something you're not telling me. Rats. You're not gonna fall for it. This is some kind of joke, right? Is this a bomb? Nah, I don't know how to make one of those. No, I don't know how to make one that works, but I don't know how to make one that works but isn't dangerous yet. There you go. Guess again. Yes? A jack-in-the-box. With water balloons? I should have thought of a jack-in-the-box. I already did water balloons this month. Last guess. This doesn't have anything to do with detention Saturday, does it? Well, there was quite a load to clean up. You kept some? That's disgusting. Girls. I don't think most boys would be happy about getting a surprise present of that either. Take it away. Why are you doing this? Why? Let's ask. Why are you always harassing Virginia? She's not doing anything to you. Because it's funny? It's not funny for her. She thought it was funny when I made Jacob quack in the middle of telling her how great he was. Yes, well, that's different. He deserved that. Urchin's a spoiled brat who doesn't do any work and makes everybody else wait on her. Actually, we talked about that, and Ellen's teaching Virginia to clean up after herself. She's getting better. Huh. So I think you'd better take your present and leave. Yeah, whatever. He picks up the box and walks off. Good thing I was here, otherwise, yuck. Oh, man. Why do I have this open so many times? Give me a sec. I'm trying to figure something out. I'd like to go for Donald, but I want to make sure I didn't just like mess myself up because it's been a while since I played this, so I can't completely remember. And at least if I did, then I can start trying for someone else, maybe. Ooh, or should I do this? I'll figure it out. Alright. And a green magic and a stress. Ooh, that ice cream is really helping. My throat feels a lot better. Gained 1 black magic and 1 stress. And I learned inscription. Write or remove words from a target object. I'm getting ready for dinner when someone knocks on the door. Hello again. Hey! Virginia's not here. I was looking for you. Want to earn some easy merits? How? Come with me. Yeah, let's go. Okay, where are we going? Outside. When we get outside, I see a large stack of clay pots and some tools by one of the flower beds. Oh, there you are. Yes, ma'am, and I brought a friend. That's lovely. It's wonderful to see students working together. Why does she lose her nose in this? Like, it looks like she's minus a nose. Like, I know that this is her nose down here and it's supposed to be this little thing, but it looks like she's minus a nose. Like, she's concave, like it's a cereal bowl in her face. Now, I've brought you some trowels. You should break up the soil in a circle around each plant before you try to move it. Make sure to keep a good-sized root ball attached. I wonder what's up with Damien. I don't know either. I love Damien, I do. But I love Donald more. Look at him, he's so handsome. If I do the, I used to do this thing on my other channel at on the New Year's Day, I'd post it. Where it was like Froggy's favorites of that year. And I always wanted to put Donald on there because he's definitely one of my favorites out of all of the games that I've played, but I've never played this game for my channel, and it was always games that I played, so now if I do it this year, I'll be able to put him in it, and I'm very excited. An anime nose job. Aw, he's adorable. Small damage, doesn't matter. I'll be coaxing these little ones along once we get them to their new nests. As long as you keep them in one piece, you'll be fine. I'll be back in an hour and see how you're getting on. Enjoy. She smiles and walks away, followed by the sound of tinkling bells. He's such a sweet boy. So, what exactly are we doing? Digging up flowers and putting them in pots. Why? So they can plant different flowers in the same place. And what was wrong with the old ones? It's their time of the month. What? Gotcha! We're doing it because Potsdam wants it done, that's all. He lifts his nose into the air and speaks in a crackly, high-pitched voice, waving his hands about. The greater interests of lunar harmony are served by moving every petal 208 degrees Windershins sparkly. I laugh. Anyway, grab a trowel and let's get moving. This shouldn't take too long. Okay. I pick up one of the tools and crouch beside the flower bed. Do you do gardening at home? I've mowed some lawns, that's about it. But how hard can it be? I like the outdoor stuff. Luke didn't want to get dirt under his nails, but I figured you would. He thinks I like dirt? You gotta take points where you can. What do we get for this? 10 merits. Each? Better be. Don't just sit there, dig. Digging up plants is hot, messy work, but it's not really difficult. It's easy to let my mind wander, remembering the garden behind my house, the mud pies I made as a kid. Donald turns out to be an efficient worker, moving flowers into pots with a minimum of fuss. I wondered for a while if he was going to try and put dirt down my robe while I wasn't looking, but he seems focused on the task at hand. Hey, look what I found! He holds out his hand. A snail shell? A whole snail, I think. I don't see... They sleep during the day. He pokes a hole in some loose dirt with his finger and sets the shell inside it. Be careful with the trowel, just in case there are more under there. Are there supposed to be snails here? Why not? No reason, I guess. I don't know much about snails. Snails are adorable! I love snails. They're like my favorite Okay, I'm pretty sure snails count as crustaceans. Don't quote me on that, but I think they do. Earth Spring Break. After a while, my back starts to hurt. And I've got muck all over my skirt, but we've finally gotten all the flowers into the pots. Wonderful. Thank you so much for your help. 10 merits for each of my little gnomes. You're welcome. Now to get back to my hall and wash my hands. Three white magic skill and 3 stress. Ooh, empathy. Reveals the emotional state of a target. I should use that on people. 3 black magic and 3 stress. Trigger. Sets off simple delayed effects or traps within the caster's current location. Can be dangerous. So, are you gonna do it? I don't think. Aw, come on. I'm not the sort of person. Pfft. Carla, are you going to run for treasurer? I can't. You have to have a clean record, remember? Right. I'll just have to look somewhere else then. She leaves the room. Ellen sits on her bed and brushes back her hair. Such a strange thing to get worked up over. Oh well, she is very competitive. If it really matters so much, she ought to do it herself instead of trying to get everyone else to do it for her. I shrug. I suppose. Do you think her brother will do what she says? Promote someone just because she wants him to? Probably. She's his baby sister. He looks out for her. So sweet. Oh, he is he? Ellen, have you got a crush on William? What? No. Maybe. She sighs and flops back onto the bed. Yes. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not a good idea. You can't have him. He's mine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's fine. Okay, you like William. So what's the problem? He's cute. He's responsible. He's a good student. He's popular. So he can have any girl he wants. He'd never want a girl like me. He wants someone pretty who likes makeup and dancing and pouts until she gets her way. Jenny's not even 13 yet, and she's already got boys chasing her. Boys think of me as just a rock with hair. Useless fuzzy lump. William is nice. He would never... Tell him you like him, he's wrong for you, wait and see. The school year's only barely begun. There's a long way to go yet. Anything can happen. So don't give up, just wait and see. That's all I expected to do. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you run for treasurer like Virginia suggested? If he's helping you with your campaign, you'll get to spend time with him. Maybe. Virginia stretches and yawns. So are you and William working on your plan to take over the class today? Well, we can't today exactly. Why not? He's not here. What do you mean he's not here? It's Cider Day. The Big Apple Festival is in the next county over. Most of the upperclassmen go there on a field trip. It's over an hour away, so they have to leave early. Why didn't we hear about it? Freshmen aren't allowed. It's a privilege. What's an apple festival? A harvest fair. Don't you have those where you come from? I don't know. They get a big old-fashioned cider press set up on the green so everybody can watch apples being crushed, and they sell jugs of it. There's lots of food, apple donuts, apple sausages, apple upside-down cake, caramel apple, squash apple soup. That actually sounds really good. Well, it's not all apples. Big bake sale, craft sale, art contest, and there's fiddlers in the day and then a contra dance in the evening. From the look of it on Ellen's face, she has no idea what contra dance is, but she's not going to ask. So the seniors are going off to a dance without us. Well, it doesn't matter. What should I do today? $29. I could up my weird. We'll see what we can get at the mall. My ice cream is all melty. I still don't know what this is. Like, can I look at it? Charmed ears and a tail will not make you into an actual were creature, but they can help you to express your animal nature. +5 strength, green magic, +25, and cost is 120. No, but... Okay, so these actually help with other things. Amulet. A mystic crystal specially prepared to hold and enhance the energies of a spell. Black magic, +30. Cost is 60x. No. Star wand, tiara, sextant, wacky glasses. These bizarre eyepieces may or may not allow you to see the unseen, but they'll certainly make you stand out. +5 smart, +5 weird, cost is 20 bucks. And what about the star wand? This adorable fairy grandmother wand is charmed with all the colors of magic. You get +5s to everything and +5 to cute. No, but well, it clearly contains magic. There is something odd about the wand with tentacles. Red, blue, green, black, white, weird. No, but that's good to know. Maybe I'll come back for the wiggle wand. And also I want the furry set. Finish my shopping and join my fellow students to return to Iris Academy. After dinner, I'm walking back to my room with Ellen and Virginia when I notice a small box sitting in front of the door. Donald strikes again. Another box? Oh, not again. She pulls back a foot to kick the offending object and pauses. Hey, Carla, this one's for you. Me? I peer down at the box. Sure enough, it says, to Carla in flowing letters. Nothing about who sent it. Is this another one of Donald's tricks? Why would he send it to me? Let's open the box. I don't know why anyone would send me a present, but I don't know why anyone would send me a prank either. Let's see what it is. I pick it up. Too heavy for clothing. It opens up here. It's... Oh! It's a pie! Cool! Golden flaky pastry lattice covers a filling of spiced fruits, probably apple. But how did it get here? Some upperclassmen must have brought it from the festival, I guess. Ooh, maybe it's from William. Why would he be sending Carla a pie? What? Our Carla isn't good enough to send a pie to? Ellen looks away. Oops, Virginia doesn't know about Ellen's crush on William, does she? He would probably have left a note if it were him. Maybe it was Isabel taking pity on us poor freshmen. Do we have a fridge or anything? Nope, you're just going to have to eat it. You can't eat a whole pie. Eat the whole pie. Share with roommates? We're gonna share it with roommates. I'm not gonna throw away a specially made pie. Of course not, we'll share. Let's go back to the cafeteria and find some plates and forks. Woo! Not sure. I don't know if I like apple pie. I've never eaten it. How can you not have had apple pie? You're American, woman. Thought Americans were all about that apple pie stuff. Isn't that like their national dessert or something? Thank you. Thank you, Virginia. She gets me. What? How can you have never had an apple pie? That's like a requirement of American culture. Aren't you supposed to be from which culture? I'm American first. Of course you are. I grew up here just as much as you guys did, you know? Anyway, if you aren't sure, this is the perfect time to try some, right? I don't like apple pie. That's fine. Not everybody likes apple pie. I think it's delicious. Well, it depends. I don't like apple cinnamon pie. Well, I like apple pie. You haven't had apple pie? Are you from America? Are you not from America? are you? I mean, I'm not from America and I've had apple pie. But I can also make apple pie. I can have apple pie anytime I want. It's a national requirement for an American to consume at least 2 slices of apple pie. There you go. It's in your constitution, I'm sure of it. Okay, well, you need to go to a bakery. You can even get like a little apple tart if you're not sure, so that way you don't have to have a whole pie. And honestly, a little tart counts as like a slice of pie. So just go to like any bakery and be like, yo, bruh, I want like an apple tart or something, and they'll get you one. I mean, they're good. It's just like apples, and then it's just like a flaky pie crust. So just imagine apples and pie crust coming together as one. Anyway, if you aren't sure, this is the perfect time to try some, right? If you don't like it, Virginia will eat your share. You bet! They split the pie amongst us, and it is delicious. Diary. Alright, elections. We'll be having elections for freshman class president and treasurer next week. Virginia thinks that she can get William to back a candidate for treasurer, and that will help them win. She wants one of us to run. We have to decide by Friday. I'm not currently eligible because of my demerits. A mini pie counts towards it. See, there you go. You can get yourself a tart. Tarts are good. Prank present. Donald tried to leave a box of dung as a present for Virginia. Disgusting. Luckily, I was there and able to chase him off. Nothing. Donald and I dug up plants for Professor Potsdam in order to earn merits. Nothing. Ellen has a huge crush on Virginia's brother William, but she's convinced it's hopeless. I convinced her to run for class treasurer, so she has an excuse to hang out with him. The upperclassmen are away at an apple festival this weekend. And someone left me a surprise apple pie. I shared it with my roommates. Alright. I'll be right back because my ice cream is now melting, so I'm gonna go and put it in the freezer. Okay. I am back. These are all my ones. And then I got a 3 and a 5. Next week. Okay. So I'm doing much better in black magic now. So I'm gonna want to focus on white and green. Maybe gym. And maybe smarts. I waken on Monday to a sharp rap on the door. Miss Middleton, if you please. Startled, Ellen hurries to the door. I can hear voices outside while I finish getting dressed. Ellen, of course, and someone more baritone. What's going on? Is she in trouble? Surely not Ellen. A few minutes later, she returns to the room, clutching a large folder stuffed with papers. What was that about? Nothing, just election stuff. So you are running. Oh, did we forget to tell you that? She slaps Ellen on the back. She's my girl. It's nothing, I won't win. And so modest, too. Anyway, we have to get ready for class. She's right. We need to decide our schedules for the week. What should I do this week? Boop. Boop, boop. My stress is doing okay. We'll do a little gym. My smarts are alright. Do green again. And then next week I'll sleep. Gain 2 green and 2 stress. I learned a new spell, Heal. Cures minor injuries and ailments on 1 living target. I'm gonna be a healer. Early in the morning, there's a rustle at the door. Ellen jumps out of bed as if she'd been waiting for that. More election things? She returns holding some large sheets of... No, those are posters, and a box on top of them. What's that? It's campaign stuff. Let me see. Inside the box is a pile of purple construction paper, cut into shapes, and little plastic container full of straight pins. I pick up one of the shapes and turn it around. It's a horse pulling a carriage. Written on it in shining silver ink are the words Ellen Middleton for treasurer. The posters are more of the same. Horses and carriages and dollar signs and treasure chests. Ellen Middleton, the dependable draft horse. I need to put up these posters, and I'm supposed to hand out these badges. We'll help, won't we, Carla? Yeah, obviously. Hello. Sure. Really? Thanks. Great. I'll take the posters, and you guys take the badges. But there's only 6 posters and tons of these little paper things. These posters need to go up high, and I have longer arms. And Ellen's the candidate, so she has to hand out those pins in person. But, yeah. She takes the posters and hurries off before anyone can argue with her. She just wants the easy job. You don't have to stay. No, I said I'd help, and I will. Come on. Ellen and I spend the next hour catching passers-by, introducing Ellen as a candidate and giving them paper badges to pin onto their robes. I'm sure it's a good way to get her name out there, but it's tiring and boring. Stress increases by 5. Success! 1 white magic and 1 stress. On Wednesday morning, campaigning is in full swing. All the candidates, not just in my year, but the upperclassmen too, have taken up positions on the main quad, calling out to everyone who passes and handing them colorful bits of paper. It's loud and crowded and confusing. Some of the older candidates are spraying magic sparkles all over their... Oh, excuse me, my god. Over their heads to try and draw more attention to themselves, which just makes it worse. Angela for president. Kiergan for secretary. Vote for Jacob. You can see Ellen in the distance, looking slightly overwhelmed, while William beside her dutifully bellows in her service. Ooh. Sorry, I've got hiccups. I'm gonna drink some water, how about? I'm buffeted from place to place and decorated with pins and ribbons, mostly from people I don't even know in elections I'm not eligible to vote in. Class starts to sound like a welcome relief. 2 white magic and 2 stress. Ooh, I can do communication. Cost is 5 mana, allows the caster to communicate understandably with a willing target. Eat. Picking Jim. I gained 1 strong. Nice throw. I turn to look. It's Kyo, a sophomore in Wolf Hall. He's a member of the sports club, but I don't know him very well. Thanks. Want to play some 1-on-1? Actually, I came over to ask you a question. Huh? Okay, shoot. Well, I have this friend who likes this girl, only she's never really paid any attention to him. So since you're a girl, I thought maybe you could tell me how to make a girl like me, my friend. Give her presents, compliment her, just be honest. Wait, is this about me? No. Compliment her? That's usually good. Just, I don't know, flirt with her. Tell her she's smart and pretty and nice. Just look at the idea. The idea? That you like her? And that'll make her like me back? Oh, well, maybe not right away, but people like being liked. So unless she's got a boyfriend already, if you're nice to her, she's gotta at least consider it, right? I mean, you said she doesn't know you exist. If you compliment her a lot, she'll definitely know you exist. If a boy was really nice to me and then asked me out, I'd go out with him just to see what he was like. That seems too simple. I thought girls always played hard to get. Why would we do that? I don't know, I guess some girls do. Not all girls are me. Well, thanks for your help. Anytime. Please, kids and cubs, take your seats. There are some things that we should talk about before your magical education progresses any further. Most of you know yourselves as either a boy or a girl, and that identity may be important to you. Wait, is this going to be sex education? But even with humans, sex is not always as simple as male or female, with nothing in between. And in the magical world, there are many more possibilities which you should be aware and respectful of. Guess not? Some entities are sexless, and will be confused if you address them by masculine or feminine terms. They can change gender roles at will, or both at once. Some beings have more than two sexes, all of which can be difficult for the English language to cope with. Many living beings will take offense by being referred to as it, although not all. It is wise to ask those you meet how they prefer to be addressed. This game is so before its time. To make things easier, we witches and wizards have our special pronouns that we use when gender is other or unknown. Repeat after me. Ers himself. I mutter the strange syllables along with the other students, feeling a bit confused. Here's a way to remember. Some of the other magic can say whatever he wants. Oh, we failed this class. Uh-oh. I guess we're getting too stressed. After activities on Friday, each class has a scheduled time to come to the gym, where the officer candidates will make their final speeches before elections. Since we can't vote in the senior elections, there's no reason for us to have to listen to their speeches or vice versa. The freshman slot is the last one in the day. First up are the candidates for freshman class president. Minnie Cochran climbs onto the stage looking bright-eyed and enthusiastic and says a bunch of stuff about offering a helping hand to other students. Everyone applauds. Then Suki Sato wanders up and starts talking about how she found a caterpillar once that turned into a lizard instead of a moth or something like that. It's a little hard to follow. Oh, and apparently the spirits told her to run for president, or some spirits, she's not sure which ones. Everyone applauds, but not as loudly. After that come the presentations for treasurer. Jacob Blazing, the Blazing Fire, struts up and gives a very brief speech about how money is obviously safe in his hands with him, and he knows how to spend it too. Everyone claps, and some guy even hoots in approval. Now it's Ellen's turn. She does a better job with the speech than I would have expected, considering how nervous she was earlier. William probably helped her write it. Everyone claps, and Virginia and I howl loudly for her. At least this time... Oh, at last it's time for the actual voting. Everyone lines up single file in the hallway leading to one of the classrooms. One at a time we go inside and cast our votes. Each student is given a pencil and 2 pieces of paper containing the list of names for each office. You circle the name that you want to vote for, then drop the paper into a box. For president, I will vote for... Let's vote for Suki to mess things up. And then for treasurer, I'm gonna vote for Ellen. That's... right, that's Deb. After all the votes are counted, we assemble again in the gym for the results. The position for freshman class treasurer will be held by Ellen Middleston. She did it! And I'm proud to announce that this year's freshman class presidents will be Minnie Cochran. Aw. I'd like to thank you all for your hard work this week. You students are what make Iris Academy truly great. The teachers will be seeking out the newly elected officers later today to discuss their positions. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I stir from my sleep. What's going on? I heard a noise. Virginia babbling again. Someone's moving around. Ellen? What's doing up this early? Gathering the skirts of her robe, she tiptoes out of the room. Weird, but I'm too sleepy to follow. When Virginia and I get up in the morning, our allowances are here, but Ellen isn't. Yay, she did it! Do you know what's up with Ellen? She snuck out of the room really early this morning. Probably just treasure stuff. At the crack of dawn on a Saturday? Why do you think I didn't want the job? So, what should I do today? I don't know, but I'm going to save here, and I think I'm going to stop streaming because, my god, my throat is dead now. Just dead. So, thank you guys for coming and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope my mic was better this time than it was last time. But anyways, I will stream again soon, so see you then. Bye!